Hey everyone, Jerome here. Glad you can join me. I'm here at my favorite spot near my neighborhood, and I sit here to read, have a coffee in the morning. Sometimes in the afternoon, I'll relax here so I can look far after being in front of a computer all day. And I'm sitting here beside a bee. I think the bee is dead though, but I'm not normally afraid of bees. But yeah, so that's my spot here right now. It's a beautiful day. I praise and thank God for today. I can relax and chill and meditate a little bit and think about life, think about my YouTube journey. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about right now. Just wanted to sit here and chat with you. If you want to grab a drink, grab a coffee, do that, and we'll just have a talk. I just wanted to share with you about my YouTube journey, the struggles, the positive, the negatives. I started my YouTube journey actually a long time ago, if you think about it, because I've been wanting to film videos, to share some stuff on YouTube for a long time. So I would say it took about a few years, maybe close to 3 years, from the time when I thought, hey, maybe I can do this, maybe I should start a YouTube channel. And it took a while because, I have a full-time job. I'm a dad. I'm not gonna say that I do have more time right now because it's about the same. I'm still busy with work, with family, with life, and I do volunteer at church, and I do have ministries at church. Finally, I thought, after praying, after thinking about it, after planning and watching different YouTube channels who teaches and talks about how to start a YouTube and how to be a YouTuber or content creator. One of my favorite is Kevin Colby, Kolbe, Kevin Colby. I want to do a shout out to him because I've learned a lot from him and other folks, But yeah, I started this year, February 1st, interestingly, because there has been a big change. Less than a week ago, YouTube announced that you need 1,000 subscribers and 8,000 watch hours in your videos before you can be monetized. It's gonna start February 1st. So that's the interesting part, because I started February 1st of this year, and February 1st of next year, they're gonna change it. You still need 1,000 subscribers, but now instead of 4,000 watch hours, you need 8,000 watch hours. And I'm still far from the 4,000 hours. And now they doubled it to 8,000 hours, so it's hard. It's kind of discouraging because I was aiming for 4,000. Now comes February 1st of 2027. If you don't have 4,000 watch hours, now the quota is higher. It's 8,000. So some people are thinking, should I continue? Should I quit? Should I just stop? What's the point? And for me personally, I started YouTube, and I'm gonna be honest, of course I wanted to be monetized so I can continue doing YouTube and maybe make some money from it, because it does cost me money to do YouTube. So when I started, first thing I did was I bought a computer because my computer was too old. So if you have a pretty good computer, you don't need to buy a computer. You don't need that expense. You can start a YouTube by using your phone. Ryan Trahan, this huge YouTuber, he has a really good channel, really fun. A lot of kids like his channel, but I think as an adult, even for me, I like Ryan Trahan, and he just uses his iPhone, so you can do that. But for me, I couldn't use my old computer because it wouldn't handle the editing, it wouldn't handle the storage. It'll be too slow. It'll be terrible. So I got a new computer, and I needed a new camera. Like I said, you can use your iPhone, but here in Canada, in Toronto, where I am, I shot with my iPhone. In 5 minutes, the phone died. Probably less than 5 minutes because it was so cold. So I needed an action cam. So I have a DJI Action 6, and it can handle the cold. So it did cost some money. And doing videos like this, it costs time, and I would have to edit it, more time. And also when I go out, I show restaurants, I show places, I do have to spend money on gas, sometimes parking, the meal, what I'm eating, when I'm showing a restaurant. If you're watching this video, when it comes out, you'll see that my subscriber is low, and my views are not that great. It is hard, it is tough. So I shoot the video, I get excited, I think about the title, I design the thumbnail, and I work on all of those, and the editing as well. Do I put music, no music, a lot of editing, less editing, and I release the video, and sometimes, like I said, 20, 25, 28, I have videos like that. So it can get very, very discouraging very quickly. And the thing too is, when you watch other videos, you see other videos that may not be as good as yours, or at least you think is not as good as yours, but they get thousands of videos, even millions of views. Sorry, not videos, but views. And I just saw this lady. She only has 36 videos. She already has over 600,000 followers, and her videos have millions of views. Are her videos better than mine? Yeah, they are. I think they are, and I'm not just being humble. But it's pretty close, the topic, the style. But the success is dramatically, exponentially better than mine. So you think about that. So you feel that it's not fair. And you know what? It is not fair, because who decides where your videos go or how your videos are promoted? It's the algorithm, right? It's that word, the YouTube algorithm. Some people, they beat the algorithm. You need to understand the algorithm. You need to do this, do that. And I've seen so many videos. I've tried a lot of things, and really, there's a lot of, let's use the word luck. There's a lot of luck involved as well. You can do so much, but there's a lot that is not in your power. In my 7 months of YouTubing, content creation, I have over 50 videos. Has there been a time when I wanted to quit? Yeah. I was thinking maybe I can sell the computer, sell the camera while they're still new. Should I continue? But it's very fleeting. I thought about it maybe once or twice very quickly, and I don't really want to quit. I want to keep doing it. And the reason why is because I enjoy it. So my tip is, you need, a few things. First is, you need the commitment. If you decide to do it, commit to it, have some sort of commitment, schedule, and you're gonna have to work hard, because it is hard work. Second is, you have to enjoy it. You have to enjoy what you're doing, because if they say, there's a niche about crocheting or stamp collection, or just talking about tables, for example, I'm not gonna be able to sustain that, because I don't like those things, and I don't do those things. So you can decide, right? Am I gonna do something just for the money? And you go for it. It might not be interesting for you. It might not be your passion. You might not enjoy it, but you're doing it. Or, you do something that you enjoy. And for me, I'm a vlogger, and it makes it a bit more complicated, because YouTube doesn't know who to show my videos to as specifically as other videos. Like my example earlier, if it's about crocheting, about baseball, about hair, about makeup, about fashion specifically, they know who to show the videos to. But for me, it's vlogging, lifestyle. There are people who watch my videos, it's a female in their 50s, and I have people watching my video, it's a male in their 20s, and they both people love my video, they watch my video, they follow my video, so maybe the algorithm is a bit confused, right? But for me, what I decided on is, I have the commitment, I am enjoying it, I want to do something that I enjoy, and I want to persevere. I want to keep doing it, and see where it goes. Do I know what's going to happen tomorrow? I don't know. But I want to keep going, I want to keep trying, right? At least for now. And with that, I want to thank all my subscribers, everybody who subscribed. You know what's funny? Sometimes, I have a certain number or amount of subscribers, and all of a sudden it would go down. So people would unsubscribe. I already don't have a lot of subscribers, to the point that I can see when I get a subscriber and when a subscriber unsubscribed, which is very sad, but it's funny. So please, if you're one of my subscribers, don't unsubscribe. just leave it there. It won't kill you. Just leave the subscription. I need the subscription. It's good, and I hope as well that you would watch the videos and that you would enjoy the videos. So some of the good things and challenges that I've experienced in my YouTubing journey so far. Like I mentioned, it is hard work, and it will cost you money. It will cost you time, but I am enjoying it, and I'm learning a lot from it. I'm learning a lot about myself, and it's very humbling. YouTube has kicked my butt, it has kicked my ass, and it's humbled me, because I would put out a video that I think that people would like, that I think that people would get something out of it, and it flops. I would make a silly video that let me just shoot here and just put it out. I didn't put much thought into it. I didn't even plan it, and it does well. So really, I'm baffled. There's a big mystery, but I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, right? And what I've learned is, I watch myself obviously when I'm editing, and thank God, I thought I would be really self-conscious and would hate how I sound, how I look, but I got past that. I am who I am. Maybe I would have a booger hanging, and should I scrap the video? Should I edit it? Should I, sometimes I'd keep it. The ums, the pause, I keep most of them. Sometimes I try to fix it if it's too long. I learn about how I speak, how I present, how I look, my posture, have a good posture and stuff like that. Certain mannerisms that I want to change, I might want to correct. So it helps me to present better, to present myself better, maybe to look better, not in a vain and vanity sort of way, but if you have bad posture, it is good to have better posture. So that's another thing. And my content too, I do plan and write most of my content. Sometimes I just riff, but it helps me to improvise, it helps me to present, and it helps me with my writing, my storytelling. So that's another thing. Another thing I learned from YouTube is the editing part. I was dreading the editing. I thought that it's something that I can't do, but I've edited all my videos by myself. It's time consuming. It can be tedious, but it's fun as well, because that's part of the storytelling. One thing I do enjoy as well is the photography, the filming part, because I was a photographer in high school and in my 20s. We had an online magazine called Bad Bananas. I was the editor-in-chief, so I wrote in the online magazine, and also I did photography. So now I can do a little bit of filming and photography in my content creation. Second is I can express myself. I can share myself, my thoughts, my opinions, my life, also my faith. But that also makes you vulnerable, because you're sharing your life. People might not agree with you, people might criticize you, but for the most part, it's been good. My community has been good, and I've been getting a lot of encouragement. When you put yourself out there, you have to be prepared for the negative, for the criticisms, know who to listen to, and not know who not to listen to. Not all negative feedbacks are bad. Some of them are good, constructive criticisms, so that's good too. You need that, right, to improve and to get better. And the next thing I want to talk about is improving and getting better. I'm always trying to make my videos better, the sound, how I present, the content and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's not easy, and it's gradual. You're developing gradually. Apart from learning about myself, is when I shoot a video, the experience is different. Your consciousness is different, because when you're shooting a video, you remember things differently. When I go to a place where I shot a video, I remember things differently. I remember things a bit more intensely. And it's just different. It's hard to explain, You see things differently when you're filming and when you're not filming, because it's a blessing and a curse, because when you're not filming, you're always thinking, oh, this would be good, that would be good. So you're more conscious, you're more aware, you're more present. But also you keep thinking, oh, I could be filming, oh, this would be good, You want to constantly film and share and put things out there, but you can't do that all the time. So I balance it. Sometimes I would go out, I had a date with my wife 2 days ago. We had a nice dinner, and it's a restaurant where I could blog, but I decided not to, because I wanted to be with just me and my wife, because I don't want to drive her crazy. I'm always filming. Oh, don't eat yet, let me film this. Sometimes I have to hold the camera. But when I do film with people, I try to be subtle and inconspicuous as possible, and I don't bother the flow as much as I can. I just do my stuff. I try to be there and with just a camera, but obviously I'm talking to the camera, right? So I can't be 100% there, and that's just the reality. That's just a fact. So there is some sacrifice for my family as well, and hopefully it's not that much. They haven't really complained. It hasn't been that bad. Another thing too is there's an excitement about it because you're growing, and there's new ideas, new topics, new places, new things to show, new things to do. So I do have a list of one I want to show you guys and one I want to share with you guys. So that's another thing too. You have something to look forward to. The topic, the creating, the filming, the editing, and putting it out there. And even getting more subscribers, getting more views. It's exciting, you're waiting for that. Yeah. So those are the things that I've learned so far. But it has humbled me. It has been difficult. I've learned a lot about myself. And you know what I learned about watching the other videos is maybe people like that person or that girl more than they like me. I know it sounds sad and whatever. I'm not fishing for your sympathy, but yeah, it's humbling because I think if my channel grew big right away, I'm gonna be prideful. It's gonna be easy. I'm gonna tell people, yeah, just start a YouTube and be yourself, and it's gonna be fine. But I'm going through the difficulty. I'm going through the grind and the challenges, and I think it's probably good for me. It's humbled me. I'm not special. I'm just a regular person. There's a lot of ups and downs emotionally and psychologically, so you have to be prepared for that. Yeah, so I want to thank you guys for watching my videos, and I hope you continue to watch my videos. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you guys. Take care. Bye.